Julia's Eyesight Adventure. Hello again. It's Saturday the 4th of November 2017 and I'm still on my eyesight journey, although I have to say the idea of making an optician's appointment every month in order to encourage me and remind me to practice natural vision techniques every day has not really been the motivation I thought or hoped it would be. So some days I practice a bit and some days I just wait for the environment to stimulate me. And this, I think, would be the advantage of having an eyesight group where you meet regularly, a bit like Weight Watchers or yoga or whatever. And as far as I know, people aren't doing this. It's something I would really like to do if only I had more social skills, more advertising skills, more ability to bring people together. Anyway, last weekend I attended an event where people were brought together and it was fantastic. There were, I don't know, 60, 70 people all together. I was one of the helpers, hence my, it doesn't look purple in this camera, it was purple, my t-shirt, my helper's t-shirt. So I was helping, but I managed to hear quite a lot of the talks and attend some of the workshops as well, which I found very stimulating. And I came home with one particular device. Let me get this and show you. I have had these sort of things before. This is for binocular work. And this was handed out by a Brazilian teacher called Fernanda Leite, Ribeiro, I think she is. Yes, got that right. From Brazil. So evidently this is Portuguese, but it's not too difficult to read for a European language speaker. I have had these before, but not really played with them too much, because it seemed to me if you're trying to get two distinct, different coloured targets to merge in your brain, you can't do it. You're always sort of switching between one and the other. So what you do is you diverge, you look beyond these two images, or indeed these two, or these two, or these two. You look past them so that your eyes diverge, and you manage to combine these two images in your head. So you see one circle that is not green and not brown, but a kind of intermediate colour. And with this one, both images have all the letters, but with these ones, some of the letters are missing from here and different letters are missing from here. So you can see that the theory would be, if you combine both those images, you would see the complete words. And I've been playing with this because I thought, how can you possibly do that? And I could not easily get the two words, the words from this side and this side to combine. But because you've got some missing on here and different ones missing on here, then you know for a fact when you're combining the images or when you're not combining the images. So I've been practicing that every day. I had it on the kitchen table, and whenever I went past I would pick it up and relax, look past the images until I get the one in the middle. I can do that quite easily because I have practiced that in the past, but getting the missing letters to appear is slightly more of a challenge. I found that it's easiest when I have the paper at a distance where I can focus best with both eyes. Now, I had an eye test last week and this eye is measured at -3 diopters and this eye is measured at -2 diopters. So somewhere in between those is probably my optimum distance for being able to read things. But another thing that I found really interesting was the use of imagination. Skeptics and mainstream optical professional people say, oh, Bates talked about the imagination. It's a load of nonsense. If you imagine you can see it more clearly, of course you can see it more clearly. But with this, you see, you can demonstrate. And what you're doing is not seeing it more clearly so much as engaging the eye that's not as engaged as the other eye. So you're equalizing the input from both eyes, or the perceptual reception in your brain from both eyes, whichever way you look at it, because you've got the evidence. With these two, for example, estas letras, you can see that one of them has the A's missing. It's got two A's missing. So I found that what I could do was to look at the two images, combine them by looking beyond them, and there are no A's. And then say to myself, what does an A look like? Imagine that the A is in that gap, and my imagining the A actually stimulated that side of my brain to make the A visible. Now that's not a product of imagination, it's imagination helping you to see. And I thought that was interesting. So I've been doing this quite a lot, and I'm hoping that the other things I've learnt I'll also incorporate into my routines and see how I progress with those. So I'll stop there for now and see you again later. Bye.